I was playing a little bit of War Thunder on PC, as you can see here. Mostly because my kid wanted to play War Thunder, because, you know, sounds cool, and he wanted to multiplayer, so I decided to join. This is my Panzerjäger, I think battle rating 1.3, so pretty much at the beginning of the German tech tree, with a 47mm anti-tank cannon, and no armor whatsoever, a little tank destroyer. Now, War Thunder PC has a relatively high skill floor, which is what you find out the hard way and why my kid no longer wishes to play War Thunder. And that's because you spend most of the time finding out with your face where you are supposed to be on the map. This is probably the one instance where I was lucky enough to find a spot on the map where I'm on the other side. So I have no idea what I'm doing here, but obviously there's a center cup in the middle, and I figured I'd find myself a nice spot here. There was a rock that I was going towards, and realized that I can shoot that I can get flanking fire across this ridge here into the enemy tanks over there, and that turned out to be hilariously effective. Moving up a little bit just to get into better range, and yeah, there are a couple of rocks which should protect me from incoming fire from the other side. But generally, if you are a new player in War Thunder, even if you're playing bottom tiers, you will run into many people who know exactly where they need to be on the map and what they need to do. And you'll find out the hard way where you are supposed to be positioning. Now, I still have no idea where I'm supposed to be on these maps, because there are good positions and there's no other way to actually explore that rather than finding it out the hard way. But like I said, on this particular in this particular battle, this worked out rather well. And I was able to rack up a nice amount of kills, because the enemy team was mostly pushing towards the objective. My friendly team is currently holding, which means the ticket counter is reducing for the enemy team up there, and I have a superb little sniping position here, and that I can catch some enemy tanks. Unfortunately, that one moved, so I slightly missed it. And that is always coming back to bite you, because if they can get through, they'll eventually wise up to the fact that I'm here. But for now, I can snapshot left, right, and center and get a couple of good hits in. Now, of course, I am starting to attract some return machine gun fire here, so they definitely spotted me. And unfortunately, at this point I think I've lost my trucks and can't move anymore. And yes, I'm dead now. But that was a pretty good run, I have to say, and probably the best. Probably the best run I've had in, I don't know how many games we played all in all, 50 maybe. So I came back in my AA thing. It's a Sonderkraftfahrzeug 222 with a 20mm cannon, which honestly is pretty terrible. That thing has even got a 1.7 battle rating. I have no idea why, because that is actually hilariously bad. The reload takes forever, and penetration isn't great, but it is fast. And I think I had at this point unlocked the armor-piercing ammunition rather than using the high-explosive fragmentation shells. Do not drive into the artillery bombardment with this thing. That was a terrible idea. But I eventually made it back to where the battle actually is raging, and I'm trying to use the wrecks of the tanks here to shield myself somewhat and give my team a little bit of assistance, because I do have some flanking shots here, and that at this range the 20mm can actually get through the relatively weak side plating. Let's see if we can do something about this thing over there. I also have no idea. I'm playing arcade battles. I have no idea how much penetration I have, where I actually need to hit. I'm generally trying to hit the things in the engines, and then there comes an aircraft. So I'm trying to be a good player here and trying to help out my team against the aircraft, which of course meant that I have to leave the tank alone in the meantime. And I think at that point it had finished off the tank on my team that it was shooting at, so unfortunately it fired back at me while I was able to penetrate the armor. I wasn't able to do enough damage to it to actually knock it out of action. And that was that thing, which brought me to my third vehicle, which I can't remember. It's either a Panzer III or one of the early Panzer IVs. So overall, I think this also was a 1.3 battle rating. There's a little light tank sneaking around. So I was trying to lead my shot here. That one sort of glanced at the rear. Maybe we can get second shot in. Yep, full front. That's the end of that thing. Oops, artillery bombardment. Not good. May as well drive forward. There's no way, no other way. But that's my last vehicle. And I think at this point it came sort of down to the wire in terms of score. There weren't many vehicles left. So we were trying desperately to defend the point. We're holding the capture point, but the enemy team's got more tickets than us. So I'm trying to hold this ridge line here, and unfortunately that shell bounced off of that, whatever it is, and I don't think I can manage to reload before he gets into cover. I do have a teammate here, but he's going too far forward above the ridge line, obviously gets sniped immediately. I can get a shot into and take out, I think, the gunner there and probably the commander, but they are wising up to that. We just have to hold this ridge line, and I think my teammate has just died. So it's a desperate attempt to hold. I'm smoking up because I do need to repair the tank. I'm getting shot at from multiple directions, but given that my team has basically died at this point, and I think I was the second last tank on the team, so I was still able to get a shot off, but unfortunately they were able to take out my trucks, surround me, and then take me out from the rear, which apparently is the best way. But I did come out at the top of the team with 10 confirmed kills, and I am rather proud of myself. So yeah, generally you will not be seeing an awful lot of PC War Thunder content on the channel. I just figured out I'd throw something a little bit different your way. And yeah, if you want to get into War Thunder, be prepared for a high skill floor. You need to learn, and you will learn the hard way by getting killed over and over and over again in the tier 1 bottom tiers, where you need to be on the map. Anyway, that was it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.